let's give you all a moment to get on here. I will be right back. I'm gonna go pee while you all hop on. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wet my beauty sponge. Hang tight here. Gotta wet my sponge. All right, we're here. Okay, you guys, we're gonna play in some makeup per your all's request on Tickety Talk. I was gonna do TikTok, but they won't let me zoom in, and I don't know. Where I have to set up my mount is so far away. I just feel like YouTube is the way to go. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's start out with some moisturizer. I'm gonna use the Drunk Elephant Polypeptide first. Is it, Dr. Sticks? Wow, what a really nice thing to say. That is such a nice thing to say. Yeah, shout out Nicholas 100. Don't talk to chat, nobody here, but you left a comment, Dr. Sticks, and said, like putting lipstick on a pig. Did you hear that, babe?
What?
Somebody said it's like putting lipstick on a pig. Hi, Dondrick. How are you? Going into the Royal Honey Propolis.
Somebody said what?
It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
You're just gonna say some shit like that to my face, motherfucker. I'll show you lipstick on a pig.
Hi, Rachel. We are doing some makeup, Nicholas. That's what we're doing.
Motherfucker.
Oh, we got one that's held for review. Let's see what that says. Shut up, old man. These fucking losers sitting behind their keyboard. What I'm going to say is this. Like, whoever hurt you today, I hope that things get better. I genuinely do. I really, really do. And just know, not everybody that you send comments like this to is like me. He's not my boyfriend, but thank you. Thank you, Declan. Wow, you guys are on one today. What is going on? YouTube is not usually this nasty and gross. Have to get your little boyfriend, you little piggy. Okay, well, if there's one thing I can say is that pigs are really cute And if there's another thing I can say is I'm damn near 40. So being self-conscious and who I am and what I look like is not something you're going to find here. I am totally fine with who I am. I love who I am. I'm a good person. I help people when they need it. So, by the way I'm joking, and I know pigs are cute. Well, maybe you should work on your jokes, because I think that jokes are meant to have laughter behind them. And when you talk about weight or religion or someone's sex, I really just think that it's kind of weird. I do love God, yes. Yes, what is your question, Mike? But again, just be cautious of your comments, because not everybody is damn near 40 years old. No, I'm not 2K for life. I'm nowhere near that weight. But thank you for your question. Like, who are these people? Yes, I do love kids. Thank you, Nicholas. You are always so sweet. Kudos to you for sharing your way to decisively put respectfully, put them in their place. Don't lose your chill. You're doing great. Thank you, Salem. I can't have kids, but thank you, Mike, for calling me beautiful. No, it just comes after a lot of years and growth. Like I said, I am damn near 40 years old, so those comments don't bother me. I feel beautiful. I know that I'm healthy. I talk to my doctor weekly, so I'm not worried about what other people say. But there's some people out there that might be 22, and your comment might really, really affect them. So, my name is Morgan. I really like long hair. My hair is like medium length right now because I cut a lot of the dead off. Yes, I can stand up 2K for life, and I think this is your time to go. But before I report you, I just want to say this. I really hope that you are okay. I really do. Like, honest to God, I hope you are okay, because your comments are really nasty. And I would rather you, honestly, I'm not even going to block you, because I would rather your comments be here on my video where it's me and I know who I am and I feel good in who I am, instead of some 21-year-old girl who's still trying to find herself. I think you're the womp womp. I mean, I think everyone in this chat kind of feels really bad for you. Big back. Okay. And what's funny, 2K for life, is you're the only one in this chat, aside from one other person, that has no photo. You have no photo. I do not care. It's obvious you don't care, honey, and I really feel bad for you. I honestly do. I mean, that is honestly me saying that. The bad comments, you can't believe them, because when someone says something bad, that's what they are, yeah.
Yeah, I just get mine and lose my cool. Somebody.
I just reposted him. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you just got to ignore them, guys. You really do. Here's Sharon Flossie Morgan. As a 23-year-old who has a lot of life waiting to happen, I hope I can manage myself with grace and emotional intelligence as well. You will. And unfortunately, it's comments like that that help you grow. And I don't know, Declan. I really don't. There's just people out there like that, baby. There just is. There just is. Thank you, Rachel. But a burger for you. I will put a burger for you. So that's the other thing. Y'all can never spell. That's the other thing. Like, I feel bad. Like, y'all never can fucking spell. Joseph, I'm going to make you a mediator. Do you care? A moderator? Because you're in my lives a lot. So you're a moderator, Joseph. So, Rachel, I'm going to make you one too, because you're in here a lot too. Okay. So we're going to move on. What, Florida? We're going to go in with the Nimya License to Glow Serum. This is Nikki Tutorials brand. Another plus size beautiful woman. And I love her brand. Move on eating. Wow. Okay. Well, I just came across this and saw what happened, so I wanted to tell you it's awesome to see you breeze past all the bullshit. Wish you a nice week. Thank you, Salem. You're a sweetheart. They're just going to go to hell, and brave people like you, brave, strong courage, they will go to heaven. I just got home from Florida. Well, congratulations. So, yeah, I don't want 2K for life banned out of here just because you are a moderator. You're a permanent moderator, Joseph. Yeah, I don't want, thank you, Rachel. I don't want 2K for life to be silenced because that's just going to send him or them to want to some 20-year-old girl who doesn't have good self-esteem, and I don't want him to be sent somewhere else. Just let him do his chatter, or them, whoever they are, just let them chat and ignore them. Chat, just ignore them. All right, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of primer. Now that we are moisturized, I'm going to go in with the Refi Primer first. This is a really good moisturizing primer. I really, really love it. And I find I've done it on brides. I've used it on girls for prom. It works. And one boy for prom. It works really, really well. It helps the makeup really look moisturized. I love it. See how much moisture that adds to the skin? It's so beautiful. I love it so much. To give, to make all your dreams come true. And my favorite primer, this is the most underrated primer of all time. If you are a makeup artist especially, I'm not going to add anyone to the lives right now just because I'm doing a makeup tutorial, but maybe another time. This is one of the most underrated primers of all time. Nobody ever talks about this brand. This is Nikki Tutorials brand. This is also by Millennial. And this is their Where It All Starts cream. It is so, so good. Absorb the moisture, or does it, what did it say? Or does it always look shiny like that? Sorry, I'm a dude. Don't know what any of this is. So yes, your primers will eventually absorb into the skin. So this is dry. It just gives your skin that beautiful glow. If you don't like the glow, then that primer's not going to be for you, and neither is my next one. Let's see here. Everybody subscribe and like, comment. Nice thing, because she came here brave and strong to talk about how makeup works, and you're being mean. Guys, it's just not nice. That's okay, Nicholas. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Okay, this is the Where It All Starts cream by Nikki Tutorials brand Nimya, and as you can see, we love her. I have a full new jar. Thank you, Sink Chippy. This is called the Nimya Where It All Starts cream. This is, again, Nikki Tutorials brand. So if you are a makeup lover, she is one of the first YouTube beauty gurus of like all time. And this is my 4th bottle of this. I love it. Love, love, love. It has a beautiful glow to it, but also it makes the skin just look more alive and awake. And also, hold on one minute, guys. Hi, Moon Queen. So I'm going to be filming one after this live. So I'm just going to blend this out, And this is also a tacky primer, and it's a good tacky primer. It's not too tacky to where it just, everything just kind of, because with tacky primers where you've got to really be careful is if you don't blend them out really well, makeup will kind of just hover in one spot. So this also smells so incredibly good. It does have like a vanilla coffee smell. Well, not coffee. It's like a vanilla-y smell, but look how beautiful and like nourished the skin looks right now. And at 5 o'clock I'm going skating. Yay! Whatever your skin routine is, drop it because your skin looks healthy. I will definitely drop a skin routine very soon, Moon Queen. I wish I can donate 100 pounds because you're so nice and brave and strong. Well, thank you so much, Nicholas. Again, if you guys do want to donate to the channel at all those proceeds are going to be going to the California fires and people that I know who have been affected to it. Again, I would definitely recommend sending it to my Cash App or my Venmo. But if you want to do it through YouTube, you can do it directly through the chat. Again, that's completely up to you guys though. But everything sent this month, including my YouTube check, is going towards that. But again, look how beautiful this looks. I know, it's such a beautiful primer. Most beautiful primer ever. We're going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. This is my favorite. There's not been one. I'm not going to add anybody to the live tonight, Joseph. I'm sorry. And before we even start this is definitely gonna be a 2016 eyebrow tutorial. This fucking loser in the chat, you guys, I can't. Again, any of my moderators, just let them be. How you are not shy when people are being so mean to you. That's, guys, this is something that comes with growth. I am 36 years old. And the thing that comes with growing and just growth is learning who you are. You know, finding yourself. And knowing that no matter who these people are, where they come from, there's something that they're going through. And there's nothing that I can do. I can't do anything for these people. You know what I mean? Like, you can try, and there are people who go back and forth with them in the comments and argue with them back and forth. But at the end of the day, like, that's just taking time away from me. I know who I am. I know how hard I've worked to become the woman that I am. I have so many people who love me and so many people who care for me and encourage me and who have made me. And if you think these teeth are crooked, you need glasses. Like, it's just, you know, you just gotta overlook things, guys, and just know these people don't know you. They have no clue who you are. They are taking one thing about you: your weight, your color, your race, your sexuality. They're taking one thing about you and they're making it about them. They are trying to tear you down for something that they feel makes you insecure. And at the end of the day, that doesn't bother me anymore. What it used to be was my teeth, and I've started working on those. And during that process, I started wondering, like, why did I even start working on my top teeth? And to be quite honest with you, it was Twitter comments. Like, when I go back and I really think about why I got my top teeth done, it was my Twitter comments. And now that I've gotten them done, my bottom teeth look so different from my top. I'm getting my bottoms done. And that is just one thing to tell you guys, like, Don't do things because you feel like another person. Because even once you get that one insecurity fixed, they're going to find another insecurity. And the reason that they're so good at finding those insecurities is because they're some of their own. Like, and I've never been a hate comment person, but I used to work with this girl. And when I started YouTube, some of the things that this one person used to comment all the time just really reminded me of her. And I thought, wow, like the way this person speaks, like it just sounds so like familiar. And it turned out to be her. And when I look back at the comments about weight, well, she weighed more than me. And when it came to the comments about my teeth, like all these things, it's like these are things that these people are actually feeling inside themselves. And they'll come into the comments and they'll say whatever, or yeah, okay, womp womp, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I just let them go on in my life because, again, I'm 36 years old. It doesn't bother me anymore. It really doesn't. Christy, you're texting me. No, don't let them out of the live. Just leave them there. One of my longest moderators, we actually become really close friends, and she's texted me. Thank you. Oh, I love your username. Country roads take me home. Such a good song. Love the username, by the way. Love it. Speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. I don't know. It hurts their ears, but they're still... I mean, guys, I'm telling you, just ignore it. Just ignore it. It gets to where it makes no sense. They're finding a reason to stay. That's just the way that it is. That's how they all are. They lose reasons to stay because you don't respond, so they just start saying things. Okay. Yeah, it won't block them from me though, Joseph. I'll still be able to see it just by the way I have my profile set up. But again, I don't want him kicked out, or them, whoever they are. I don't want them kicked out of the live just because, again, they're just going to go to someone else and do the same thing. See what I mean? Like, it's like... Aw, my niece is watching this. Okay, if everybody can just be nice, because my niece is watching this live, and so she's seeing the comments. So if we could just be nice, please, for her, I'd really appreciate that. For those of you watching on my Facebook Live, can you all hide the YouTube comments, please? Just because I don't want my niece seeing that. She's 10. Michelle, are you on my live? Can you please hide the YouTube comments? There is a 2K for life in my comments on YouTube. And I don't want to block them because I just, you know how I am. But I don't want them shown in my Facebook comments because my niece Raylan is on. Can you let me know that they're not showing anymore, please. If we need to block, we can block, but I don't like to do that. So if there's a way around it, can you text me and let me know? I'm going to go in with a little bit of CoverGirl True Blend Concealer just to cut the brows here. You're so pretty. Can I get a shout out? You sure can. Everyone watching on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, it's me, Amelia. I'm seeing here on YouTube asking for a shout out. She does have 2 pink iPhone emoji bows in the front and back of her username. How to go live. I have 51 subscribers on my other account. Just keep posting. Just keep posting. Keep posting, keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. Never stop. Just keep going. Don't let anyone bring you down. Don't let anyone make you feel bad about yourself. You're beautiful, you're kind, you're strong. Do not let anyone tell you different. Period. All right. This brush we're going in with is the Laura Lee Los Angeles see, it's already wiping off. L17 brush. This is my favorite brush. And we're going to go in and cut these brows. Never give up on your dreams, you guys. Never, never, never. Always know that there's more and that you're worthy of what you're doing. There's a reason why you were called to do what you're doing. You're strong enough, you're smart enough, you're brave enough. You can do this shit. Like, I don't care what anyone says or what anyone tells you. Always know there's something wrong with them, and don't block them from the comments. This is where a lot of people go wrong, is they block these people who are so hurt and broken from the comments. And instead of doing that, I think let's let them learn a lesson. Let's leave those comments there. Let them say what they need to say, and they will learn from the people in the comments quicker than they'll learn from anything else. I promise you. And I've learned that in my social media career. Is just let them be there. I don't say what they need to say. It's something with them. It has nothing to do with you. What they're saying has literally nothing to do with you. So while we're on live tonight, I really wanted to discuss Avery Woods. It's been really heavy on my heart, and I made a TikTok about it that went pretty viral. And so I just want to talk about it tonight because I then made a responding video about it, and that one also went viral. So I just feel like I want to talk about it on YouTube just because this is where the majority of my following is here. Hi, Morteza. Hi from Iran. Wowzy wawa. I just scrolled into this live, subscribing because the first thing I hear upon entering is positive preaching. Love this. Thank you so much, Emma Melendez. Do you have one of those gold or silver awarded for like and subscribes? I do. It is for my old channel that got hacked, unfortunately. So we are rebuilding. So if you are here, resubscribe and maybe we'll get us another one. My dad said you look nice and you look like God in a pretty way. Thank you. Can you shout me out, please? Yes, guys, go subscribe to Joseph Reeves in the comments. They are trying to build up their subscriber count. I have just subscribed because I love how confident you are and you are so pretty. Kiss, kiss. I wish I was more like you. Don't wish to be more like me. Wish to be the best self of you. Wish to be your best self. Wish to be the best version of you that you can be. That's all. You never want to be someone else. You want to be you. You want to be you, and you want to be the best version of you that there is, right? That's what we want. Okay, so let's talk about Avery Woods while we're here. I'm going to start popping into Oh Faithful, Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. So let's start here. For those of you who do not know who Avery Woods is, and when I say Avery Woods, you're like, who? She is a TikToker. She has millions of followers. She was a PICU nurse. She also worked in like lip filler and stuff like that. Her husband was a police officer. And now she is retired. I'm going in with MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly. Her husband now no longer has to work. She no longer has to work. And they both primarily focus on her social media. And she also has a podcast and got signed on to Unwell Network, which for those of you guys who do not know is Alex Cooper's podcast network from Call Her Daddy. You guys, when I tell you that her episode has me so pissed off, I don't even know where to begin. Number one, she is a married woman, and she goes in, this podcast is with Harry Jowsey. I have a bunch of videos on this on my TikTok if you're curious. But she goes in and asks this man, if I weren't married, would you fuck me? And there's just something about that, like, regardless if your spouse is okay with it or not, it just gives me the ick. It just makes me feel icky. Like, you honestly asked this man that on your podcast and talking about how it feels to be in the presence of a MILF. Like, I don't know. It's just very conceited, very awkward. Like, you can tell it's an awkward situation. Like, she's much, much older than Harry Jowsey. And then going on into the podcast, they start to talk about Christian women and talking about how they will go to these certain profiles from these comments, and it will be like, I'm not going to repeat it, but basically she brings up Jesus and, how can I say this on YouTube, grape, take the G out, in the same scenario, okay? And when I tell you guys that I loved Avery, I loved her. And she's since made an apology video days and days and days and days and days and days and days later. Very tone deaf, very makes no much sense. She's making excuses saying, oh, well, the producers wrote it. And then in the same sentence saying, but this is my version of comedy. This is my version of what I think is funny. I'm sorry. I am so very much sorry. But you talking about, and guys, I refuse to say what she said out of my mouth. But without saying it, but telling you what she said, talking about bending this Christian, so-called Christian person over and our Lord and Savior in her butt, is one of the most disgusting things I've ever fucking heard. And I don't care. You guys know I love comedy. I have been on comedy tours. I am a comedian. There is a huge difference, okay? And talking comedy when it comes to Christianity, because of course, people, even I myself, you guys know, who have followed me for a long time, know that I make a lot of comedic stories when it comes to the women on Sunday lunch, making fun of how they say, oh, well, did you try my banana pudding? It's in the yellow bowl. You don't try the one in the green bowl, because that was, you guys know how I do that. But when you go to actually bringing up Jesus Christ into your jokes, and in those jokes, it's about him graping someone, I'm not sorry, you're fucking disgusting. Like, and here's the thing, like, when it comes to, like, these moms who have been nurses and policemen and firefighters, and they've worked their asses off. Listen, if you've came here for non-swearing, then there shouldn't be any kids in here, number one. That is in my profile. I curse. If you don't like it, that's fine. You know, take your children somewhere else. This is not, it is in my description, this is not made for children. This is a very heavy topic to me because I do comedy. Like, this is something that I've done for years and years and years. And for someone to get this type of heat and to say, oh, well, this is my version of comedy. This is nobody's version of comedy. There's no one in the history of ever. And let's talk about some of the vilest comedians of all time. Even they have never spoke about the Lord in this type of way. And let's not forget that if we were to go on a podcast and make these same types of jokes about race or sexuality, the uproar. So for people saying, oh, it just has to do with one religion, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I agree with Country Roads 100%. It is vile 100%. You're talking about a religion in general. It does not matter the religion. Those are just some areas that we should respect. And again, if you are going to talk about like the Southern Baptist in a comedic way, you have so many avenues to go down. Let's talk about getting ready for church in a Southern Baptist household. Let's talk about choir in the Southern Baptist household. Let's talk about lunch in the Southern Baptist household. Let's talk about Easter Sunday in the Southern Baptist household. All of those, free range, make those jokes because they're funny as hell. Like, I was a part of them. But when you go into not really even talking about a religion, there's so many religions that believe in Jesus Christ, okay? You're talking about Jesus Christ being actual and graping. Like, I don't know, man. It's so vile. It's so sick. So I unfollowed her, and most of you guys know that she left a comment on one of my videos like 2 years ago around Christmas. I did this comedy skit. She left a comment. She followed me back. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who you are. I do not care who you are. If you come out with some bullshit like this, don't expect me to follow you. Don't expect me to follow you because it ain't going to happen. And so I did receive a DM. A lot like the apology all of us got. And I'm here saying it publicly once more. I do not support Avery Woods. I do not follow Avery Woods. If you go to my TikTok, I do not follow her. I think she has a YouTube channel that I followed, and I unfollowed that. I don't follow her anywhere, and that's that. So, Aram, if you go to the beginning of this live, you will see that I have no eyebrows. I do these myself, and the best product, this can also be your best friend, but worst enemy. And after doing makeup for 15 years, I can tell you, be safe, but this is the best brow product. It is the Anastasia Dip Brow. I love it so much. Get you a good brow angled brush with a spoolie on the end. You're going to love it. Okay, so I really want to play in some color today. It's been a minute, and I just really want to play in some pink. Same El Melendez. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, we have this palette here. This is the Juvia's Place Candy Shop palette. Number one, let's talk about that bitch's hair. Hello. But I think I'm going to start in this baby pink. Or do we just want to go blue? Let me know in the comments. Do we want to go pink or do we want to go blue? Let me know. What are the vibes? What do we want? We can also go purple. I also have this, yeah. I have 10,000 palettes, but these are just the ones on my desk, so I'm going to gravitate towards them. What is this one? We have this ABH Norvina palette that I'm sure has color in it. This Michaela palette has a lot more pinks, purples. There's some blues. Pink and purple we got in the chat. Purple in the chat. Let's see here. Okay, so these are definitely more warm tones, so we'll stay away from this one today. Let's see, this is another ABH palette. This is the Masquerade. Yeah, it has some pretty good shimmery colors, but that's not really the vibe. All right, so let's do some pink and purple. I am going to start out with this baby pink. This is out of the Candy Shop palette. It doesn't have a shade name, but it's second row. We're gonna start with her, and I'm actually gonna do a pretty big fluffy brush on this, you guys. This is the Nikita X Morphe brush collaboration, and it is the N5. It's got a little bit of a dome to it, which is gonna hug our, yeah, let's bring some pink into that transition shade, just since now we're going to be doing a pink and purpley look. You want to marry that. Always start with transition shades that are a couple shades darker than your skin tone, and then if you're going to be doing pink, purple, add that light pink to your transition shade just to give it a little bit more depth, and make sure to blend it out really well. I do blend in front of the brow because that's going to start to add that contour shape that we want. All right, now I'm going to go in with Tipsy Girl. This is the best vibrant pink ever. We're going to start with her. We're going to start to add a little bit of definition into this, and I need a little bit more of a tapered brush. And I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics brush. This is the BH4. See how it's more tapered here on the side? That's what we want. Didn't know it would happen. Nothing will change. You, I've been looking for. Right from the second you came walking through that door. Hi, Erin. You, I've been looking for. I'm just going to kind of blow that pink out and build it up. But you want to do this slowly but surely, especially if you're using Tipsy Girl from this palette. She is very pigmented, so you want to build her up slowly but surely. Yes, you, I've been looking right from the second you came walking through that door. We have however much time this takes, Nicholas. I've been looking for. So pretty. All right, pink is down. Walking through that door feels so right. All right, let's go purple. We're gonna go deep purple, you guys. This in this palette is called Not My Journey. It's in the Jacqueline Volume 2. It's this deep, true purple. Of course. That's what this community needs, is more positivity, love, and light. 100%. Then you see at the end, they're like, oh, well, that was my brother. That was my brother. You see what I mean? Just, instead of ignoring them, encourage them. Just encourage them. They need it. A little bit of Kenny Chesney to bring the purple in. Destiny, you're meant to be. Yeah. Like a perfect scene from a movie screen. Dream come true. Suit the stars up for eternity. First time I seen your channel, and I'm truly interested in what your style is. Well, let's find out, I guess. Need you even more in the night time too. There's no way I could ever let you go, even if I wanted to. Every minute, I'm my best to give all I have to you. Like the stars above, now we share this love. Yeah. All right, we're gonna cut the lid, so I'm gonna leave this here for now. Every day I need you even more in the night time too. There's no way I could ever let you go, even if I wanted to. Ordinary, no, and I don't think so. Just beautiful. Ever make you last, ever lucky ends. I will say it's a little bit splotchy. Do you see here? But we are using Jacqueline Volume 2 palette, but it's okay because we're going to cut this lid, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. I just want this a little bit more airbrushy, but I don't know that we're going to get that because it's so splotchy. So we're going to try to fix that. I'm going to use my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly. Touching my skin. See you do what you've been doing all over. It's a beautiful thing. Keep it all in. Just gotta let you know. Yes, they won't let me go. It's your love. There's something to me. You shock right through me. Can't get enough. If you wonder. We also did use the Candy Shop palette by Juvia's Place. Better than I was. By taking your hand. Who I am now. It's who I want to be. When we're together, stronger than ever, happy and free. Beautiful thing. And keep it all in. It's going around. Alright. It's your love. Alright, I'm going to use a little bit of Zobo. This is from the Juvia's Place, the Masquerade Mini Palette. I don't know if this palette still exists. And we might also mix a little bit of black into it. We're going to play for just a minute because we need just a little bit of a darker vibe back here. Oh, that's way too pinky. Yeah, this is way too pinky. We need something darker than that. I'm going to use a little bit of Zobo on the other side just to kind of match and bring that pinky into this side. Let me see what's in this palette here. Okay, this has a shade. This is a Violet Voss Essentials 2 palette. And it has this shade right here called Blue Violet. Let me just see what this one gives. Okay, I think this one's going to be really pretty. And I'm going to mix a little bit of Not My Journey, which is that original purple shade that we used on the outer V. And we're also going to mix a little bit of black into it, but I want to use this one first. And then I'm going to go in and add this shade Blue Violet from the Violet Voss palette. Love at first sight. Till you walked in tonight. All it took was just one look, knocking me off of my feet. Alright, and I'm going to add a little bit of black just for a little bit of depth. I'm going to use the shade Temptress from the Jacqueline 2 palette. Change slow dance, make a little romance, honey, it'll be alright. You got me wishing you. Hi. So glad I saw your channel again. You keep making me so happy. I'm glad. Some rodeo. Rodeo. Do to prove to you, making it on the line. Okay, going back in with Not My Journey. A chance, slow dance, make a little romance, honey, it'll be alright. Alright, y'all, and I'm just going to add just a little bit more going into that Violet Voss Volume 2 palette. Adding a little bit more of this Blue Violet shade just over that black. just to bring that purpley vibe back. Perfect. So we were working with a bunch of shades on the lid, more than I normally would. Yeah, let's make a little romance, honey. It'll be alright. Kissing and holding each other tight. Could you gonna, if I asked you, would you wanna be my baby tonight? See how that looks so airbrushed? That's what we want. Would you gonna be my baby tonight? Alright, here we go. Just gonna go back and forth. And we've got a good airbrush here. So now we're ready for the lid. Now, the lid is an important part here. So we need to be, wow, that actually turned out really pretty. Okay, so I have a couple of different things in mind. I have this shade in the Candy Shop palette. It's like a pinky champagne shade. That's number one. Number two, I have this shade right here called Simping, and then their shade Glow Up. So these are the two I'm thinking here. These are in the Michaela Glam Light palette. Then I was thinking on top, we're going to do some individual lashes, by the way. On the top, I've got these glitters here. These are older than Methuselah, but they're still the best glitters. And they don't sell them anymore. So I only wear these when I'm really wanting to, like, feel it. These are by ColourPop, and there's this shade right here. And it's going to be gorge on top. So I think what we're going to do, you guys let me know, should we do pink or champagne on the lid? Let's start there. Should we do pink or champagne? What are your thoughts? I know there's going to be some of you who say to do purple. Purple is not going to look right. So pink or champagne? Let me know. We got a pink for Nicholas. Nicholas is saying pink, 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 pink. Okay. Does anyone disagree with Nicholas? Oh, Kara, she says champagne. Okay. Okay. Now, keep in mind, the champagne I have does have pink undertones. So let me show it to you one more time. This is the champagne I'm talking about. So it definitely has that pink. It's called Glow Up. It has a really pretty pink undertone. Keep in mind, we already have pink here. We have pink undertones everywhere. So just keep that in mind. We got two champagnes. Okay. I think what we're going to do is mix. So I think I'm going to do pink on the outer third, and I'm going to do champagne on the inner corner to kind of open the eyes. So let's decide which pink we want to do. I'm leaning towards this one in the Candy Shop palette. It's just so bright and beautiful, and I think it's going to mix with champagne really well. If I don't love it, we will go in with Simping from the Glam Light palette. But let's just kind of play right now and kind of get things going. I'm going to use a flat synthetic, and I'm going to wet it. By the way, this is a dupe for MAC Fix Plus. This you can get at Ulta. It's the LA Girl Setting Spray, the Fixin' Set. So good. Because I like watching, because you're spreading good things and fixing the community. Absolutely. That would look great together. I think so too. I think we're on the same page. All right. So we're going in with the pink shade first. This is what it's looking like on the brush. Look how beautiful. Wowzy woozah. Look at that pink, you guys. Holy shit. Kebab. That is pretty. It looks wet. Okay, so we're going to stop there. And I'm going to go ahead and spray my brush again. This even smells like MAC Fix Plus, you guys, and it's $5 at Ulta. It's so good. All right, we got the brush loaded up once more. Are you kidding? Woo! Dreaming all day, holding you, touching you. Only thing I wanna do is be with you. Look how pretty that is. Woo! I can be. Let's make love all night long. All right, now let's go in with some champagne on the inner corner. I agree. I think it's so stunning. So I think I'm going to just hit it with what we got here. This is the champagne from the same palette right here. Again, this is the Candy Shop palette. I would get this just for the shimmers, you guys. It has some gorgeous, gorgeous shimmers. I also love this palette right here. This is the Millennial palette by Nikki Tutorials. And she has this gorgeous champagne called Mr. and Mrs. Tutorials. And we're going to kind of sweep it. So, just stay tuned. Everything inside of me is wanting you and needing you. There's the shade on the brush. Look at that. Love with you. Look in my eyes. Wow. Holy shit. Look at that. Of course, no filter, you guys. There's no filter. So pretty. Hold on tight. Just let go. Feel you in my soul. Until the sun comes up. Let's make love. Look at that, you guys. Holy moly. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of make it a little bit more airbrushed. Hold on tight, just let go. All right, there's this shade in the Glam Light palette, and it is called Frisky, and it is like a black purple, and that's what we're gonna go in with. Until the sun comes up, let's make love. Oh, baby, let's make love all night long. Let's make love. Such a pretty song. Going in with a little bit of the shade Iconic from that same palette, just to kind of bring that pink back to life. And then we're literally just going to take our finger and bring that shimmer out. Look at that. See how that just makes it more airbrushed? There's no straight line or anything. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that Nikki Tutorials. Look at that. Whew. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and dot it over the top. Just for a little bit of that extra sheen. Wow. That is so beautiful. I mean, just if you're really wanting to play with color, you guys, this is how to do it. Use your lighter shade in the crease, darker short shade on the outer corner, and then kind of play with shimmers. The thing is to use the right shimmers. So Glam Light, great shimmers. Julia's Place, great shimmers. Best shimmers in the game is right here. Most underrated makeup brand in the world, Nimya. This is Nikki Tutorials brand. Her shimmers are undeniable. I have ordered the painted palette just because I'm curious, because I was looking at some of his tutorials and they just looked so much like really, really good quality shimmers. They should look wet. Do you see that? Like, Okay, so we're gonna do a